For our next video, we are going to learn how to add music and or sound effects to our iMovie slideshow. So once in iMovie, if you happen to be in your project library, select the project that you want to be working with, and I will choose my Achilles project. From here, I would like to begin to try to add music or sound effects. So what I need to do is come over to the right side to this little menu bar, and the first option there are the notes, and that is for your music and sound effects browser. So once you click on that, you get some options that come up. So you have iTunes. Anything that you do in GarageBand can be uploaded right into here. You also have your iLife sound effects and your iMovie sound effects. So for instance, if I wanted to put in a sound effect for iMovie, I would click in here and you can see there is a large list of different kinds of sound effects. And so for instance, if I wanted something in particular, if you want to preview, just double click. You can hear a preview of what the sound effect will be. It also lets you know how long a particular sound effect is. So if I really like this ambient effect 2, to add it, I just click, drag, and I drop it where I want it to go. So if I wanted that on my title slide, notice the red bar moves with me. It lets me know where I'm going to be dropping this. And I want it right on the title slide, and then you can see that the sound effect has now been added, and it is right underneath my title slide. However, you'll notice that it is a 10-second clip and my title slide is only 4 seconds long. And if I only want this sound effect to work with my first slide, I need to now adjust the length of my first slide. And we've done this in previous videos, but if I just go to clip adjustments, the first thing is duration. I now want this to be 10 seconds. Hit OK, hit done, and now that sound effect is going to go over the course of my first slide. So if I hit the space bar to preview, you can hear what the sound effect will look like, how it is previewed, and so on. So that is one way to add. If you ever don't want something, just click on it and delete. It will go away. Also, you'll notice that there is a menu for your clip that you've just put in. So if you go to audio adjustments, you can work with the fade in and the fade out. If there is something else that you've layered, you can reduce or decrease the volume of anything else that's running so that the sound effect or the music, whatever it is that you want, will be increased. That'll help when we get to narration as well, and you can see what the overall volume of the slide will be. So that is how you can adjust those particular things. Let's say we wanted to test out what's in the iLife sound effects. There is, if we click the arrow, you can see there's a lot of different categories you can choose things from, or if you are just clicked on iLife sound effects, you'll get the whole thing. And so, you can see that the duration, if you want to preview any of these, all you have to do is double click, and there are sound effects as well as some musical type things and whatnot. One that I kind of like is the progressive house, so I'm going to scroll down to the letter P and get down to progressive house. Here's what it sounds like. And you can see it's a minute long, so if I wanted to add progressive house again, and I just put where I want it to go, I want that one to start right at the beginning. Notice how it will automatically layer your sound effects or your music. So I have one, it'll run right into the other, and it should be relatively smooth. And just to test it out, we'll preview it, and you can see how it transitions right in to the next thing. If I wanted to adjust the duration, I can always move it myself and end it where I'd like to end it, or let it go its full duration, however you would like to do that. And also, if I wanted to change anything, I can go to audio adjustments as well. One last place that you can pull from is your iTunes library. And there you have your whole iTunes library and any playlists or anything that you have particularly created in your iTunes library. So your whole iTunes library is literally at your fingertips. So if there is something in particular that I would like to add, I can just pull it straight from my iTunes library. And so, it just depends on what you're looking for. And let's say that I want this particular song in there as well. And notice, again, you can layer it, you can drop it in wherever you kind of would like to do that. It's now dropped in, and, let's say that once this song shows up, I kind of want the other one to fade out. I can just use the ducking, and it will reduce the volume of any other tracks so that that track will be the one that is heard. And you can hear the progressive house comes in, goes directly, you hear it fade out there, right into my next song, and my next song will play out. So that is how we add music and sound effects. Once you add what you want, again, you can layer things as you would like, you can adjust volume if you would like, any of those kinds of things. You can work with fade-ins and outs. You just have to choose the correct menu. Click on the song, and if you ever don't want something, just click on it, delete, and if I hit delete, now the song just goes away and you can add something else.